Hello everyone and welcome to new session. In this video we're gonna explain how to configure VXLAN lab using the EVPN-BGP. In previous videos we already tried to configure it in different way, for example using the multicast or using the ingress replication protocol static, okay? And now it's time to learn how to configure VXLAN lab using EVPN. So someone asked why we are using EVPN-BGP. As I told you, this is the most used now in the service provider or in data centers. So because the BGP use one thing is called the control plane. As we said in the previous videos, we said the multicast and the static or ingress replication use the data plane, okay? So that means they use the float and learn mechanisms. So now if we are using EVPN-BGP, we focus on the control plane. So this is the benefits or the efficient way to use this mechanism where in VXLAN. So here let's start. Before we start, here we have the steps. Sorry, here we have step 4, 5 and 6. Okay, good. So first we're gonna enable the features. The feature we have OSPF, VN segment and NFV overlay. Also we need to configure the new feature called BGP and EVPN. After that we need to configure internal routing and BGP connectivity between these two nexus. And we have to create VLAN for L2VNI and map it to VNI, okay? Then advertise L2VNI under BGP. After that, we need to create VTAPs interface and define also VNI and also enable BGP control plane. This is the main things here in this mechanism. And also we need to forward the bump traffic using the BGP. Here you have an option to use the multicast, but in our lab we're gonna use the BGP. After that we need to enable EVPN L2, okay? So let's start with Nexus 1. First of all, I need to change the name. Okay, good. After that, enable the OSPF feature of OSPF, then future BGP, okay? We need the BGP, and we have also future for VN segment, then future NFV overlay, okay? And the last but not least, we need to enable EVPN. How to configure NFV overlay EVPN. Okay, great. The same on the switch to Nexus 2. Good. Future BGP, future OSPF, future VN segment, and future overlay or VN NFV, sorry, NFV overlay, then NFV overlay EVPN. Nice. Now let's move to to enable the internal routing interface. Ethernet 1.1. I give address. Okay, now switch port. This is by default is layer 2. After that, address 10.1.1/30 and enable IP router OSPF area 0. Also, I need to create a loopback IP address 111/32. Enable also the OSPF, and also don't forget to enable OSPF. Okay, you can give a router ID 111. Okay. Oops. I'm in Nexus 2. Sorry, it should be this one in the Nexus 1. Okay, never mind. I will do now IP address. IP address here is 10.0.0.2/30, and for the loopback 0 now IP address, and the IP address is 2222/32. Okay, good. Show run. or show run interface loopback 0. Okay, good. And for the interface, Ethernet 1.1. Okay, good. Just for the router OSPF. Okay, router, or let's remove it first because maybe it takes 1.1. OSPF 1. Okay, and the router ID is 2222. Okay, good. Let's move to Ethernet 1.1. IP address here, or no switch port first, no shutdown. IP address 10.0.0.1/30. IP router OSPF 1 area 0. Good. And for loopback 0, IP address 111/32. IP router OSPF area 0. Great. Then router OSPF 1, router ID 1111. Okay, show IP OSPF neighbor. Still not receive anything. Okay, what's going on here? 1.1. Okay, everything is good. What about loopback? Okay, good. 1.1.1. Show IP OSPF neighbor. I'm not receiving anything. Show run OSPF. Okay, I defined the OSPF here already. What about here? Show run interface 1.1. Okay, now switch port. What about loopback 0? Everything is good. What about show run OSPF? Okay, OSPF is created. Okay, let's go to the interface 1.1. Now shutdown. Okay, show IP interface brief. Okay, it's up. Show OSPF neighbor. Yeah, now we start. Yes, now is full. Okay, if we do show IP route, I can see 1.1.1 via OSPF. And if we go here, show IP route 222 as well, I can see it via OSPF. We can try to ping to 2222. Okay, ping is successful. Okay, good. After we configure the OSPF, we need to configure the BGP connectivity. So we're gonna use the autonomous system number 100. Okay, router BGP 100. Good. And define the router ID 111. And then address family IP VCAT. V4, VCAT in French. V4. Okay. After that, neighbor, my neighbor is 22. Okay. And after that, I need to define the remote autonomous system 100 as well, and also update the source loopback 0. Use the loopback 0 for update. And I need to access to address family layer 2 VPN EVPN. And here I would say send the community and send community extended. Okay, to send all the route targets and the route distinguisher, and also other technologies like what, like EVPN. Okay, this is very important. Okay, so we need to configure that. After that, we need to go to router Nexus number 2 and configure also BGP router ID is 222. And after that, address family IPv4 unicast address, or my neighbor, my neighbor is 111, and remote autonomous system 100, and please update source from loopback 0, and also address family here layer 2 VPN, EVPN, SAN community, and SAN community extended. Okay, if we checking show IP or show BGP layer 2 VPN summary or EVPN summary, we can see here the BGP is up. Okay, is up in the 7 seconds. If you see right now is 17. Okay, the BGP is up, or BGP connectivity now is up. After that, we need to create the VLAN for what? For layer 2 VNI. Why I'm saying layer 2 VNI? Because in the later on we gonna do one lab, okay, which is include what? Layer 3 VNI. Okay, layer 2 VNI, we use it for bridging in the case you have what? You have a two servers is same subnet, okay, in the same subnet. That's why, because if we change it in the other subnet, we need another VNI called layer 3 VNI. Okay, so let's configure VLAN. Okay, we have a VLAN 10. This VLAN 10, I will create VN segment as 110. Okay, good. We keep the same VN segment as the previous videos. Okay, after that also we have here, we need to create VLAN 10 and VN segment 110. Okay, good. After we create that, we need to what to do? We need to advertise layer 2 VNI under BGP. Okay, how to do that? We need to access to router BGP, or 1 second, advertise layer 2 VNI under BGP. This step already did it, okay, in the SAN communities. Okay, so we don't need advertise layer 2 VNI. This is just a mistake, okay, because I thought I'm using the VRFs and so on. But yes, let's forget this step. Now I need to access to NV1, okay, interface NV1, or let's start with Nexus number 1, NV1, and here I will say no shutdown and source loopback 0. Okay, this is for VTEP interface, and here to make this interface using the control plane, we need to type this command: host reachability protocol what? BGP. So it means right now we are switching from data plane to what? To control plane. Okay, this is good. After that, we need to do member VNI, the member VNI 110. Okay, please what? Use the bump traffic, because we have a two traffic. We have bump traffic and you have unicast traffic. Now we need to define also what? We need to also define the bump traffic. Here you have two options. If you want to use bump traffic by using the protocol BGP, you can, and also you have other option to use what? To use the multicast. Okay, that's great. This is all about, okay, no shutdown, host reachability. Okay, that's good. After that, we need to configure this one as well: no shutdown, source loopback 0, IP or host reachability protocol BGP, then member VNI is 110. And please, for the bump traffic, use what? Ingress replication protocol BGP. Okay, good. If we try to check NVE peers, we cannot see anything. Okay, because we didn't enable the EVPN layer 2. Okay, we say now configure, and here configure EVPN layer 2, or sorry, EVPN VNI, which VNI 110 is layer 2. Okay, here I need to send the route target, route distinguisher. I will generate it as auto, okay. And for also for route target, both what is auto, okay. Or you can say here import and export auto and export auto as well. And the first one also is true, to use the both. It means export and import, okay. This is good. And in the other side also EVPN VNI 110 layer 2, okay. Route target auto and route distinguisher both, okay, both auto, sorry. Okay, now it's good. If we checking now show BGP summary or show BGP all, we can see some layer 2 VNI 110, okay. And also if we check the VRF or NVE peers details, we can see the NVE is up right now, okay, after we enable EVPN. Now if we try to configure the servers and make the ping, I need to ping from this server to this server, okay. First let's give IP address 192.168. In the case we don't use here the enter VLAN, we don't need to configure don't need to configure the gateway. And also if we go here, IP address 192.168 53 to 55 to 550. We forget one thing, to assign this interface to VLAN 10. We're gonna do it right now. Interface Ethernet 1 2 switch port mode access VLAN 10, okay. And also here I think is same interface, okay. Switch port mode access VLAN 10, okay, good. And now let's try to ping to other side, if ping is successful or not. Ping 192.168 53. Okay, let's see. Yeah, the ping now is working. Now if we check ARP, okay, I can see the MAC address for what? For this server, okay. The server MAC is 6841. And also if we checking show BGP all, okay, you can see this this MAC address. If we check in, this MAC address is 6841, this one, okay. So right now we use one thing, it's better than the multicast and ingress replication protocol static. So now we are using the EVPN. I hope this is clear as a configuration. This is the basic lab, okay. So in the next video I gonna to do another VLANs, okay, with another different VLANs and different subnet, okay. Thank you so much for your watching and consideration. See you in next video.